Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, and we're off for more of Pikmin. And in the last episode, we touched down into the impact site once again, popping into the spring. We had a little bit of a dip, grabbed some pearls, tons of food, and we doubled our Pikmin population, as well as the amount of parts in the lit area, because there was only two. We got the positron generator. We have no problem with electricity now. We've got the power, and we're almost halfway built. And now, once we have our new army, it's definitely easy for us to now hop back into the Forest Naval and take on the water, as well as what's behind that brick wall. However, even though we do have a piece that's still only halfway back, we do have the last two pieces in the Forest of Hope. And to be fair, we're probably going to have a little bit of free time to get a little bit more food, which will be absolutely perfect to set us up for, well, potential pain awaiting in the naval. So let's go do that. Not the pain, but preparing. Should probably specify. And by specifying, weird segue, is that we're going to be getting a bunch of blues out. A bunch of blues and a bunch of reds. We don't need yellows. Good thing that we already bumped up their numbers above 100. So we're just going to get, let's see. We would like more reds than anything. So I think I'll take 30 blues. I did blow that wall up completely, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I did. Been a week. Well, it has, because it's like on day 7. Let's take out all the reds here. What? Hang on. Oh, there's a dot there. I think if Pikmin get voided out, they still drop a seed, so I'm going to have to go back there at some point and pluck that one sprout, which is a little bit of an annoyance, but it happens. No, don't toss leaves, you watermelon. I'm saying that quite a lot. It's true. Very fruity. It's the theme. I'm going to get some nectar here before we do anything. Because we've got a lot of reds that are just not powered up. Okay, that's cool. That's a decent clump. Oh, what was the delay there? Okay, I lost pointer movement for a moment there. I barely got anything on that one, that's fine. Right, dismiss my team. I want my blues only. If we didn't take down that wall, I probably would have brought out a few more blues to take out the wall, or yellows to do the same trick. Okay, this is a problem. If you did build this bridge, these guys would already be out destroying the bridge. So, definitely take them out before you build the bridge. That includes the females. They can assist in destroying the bridge. Obviously, the males are the threat, but you don't want to be dealing with that. So, let's just do that. And there we are. Everybody on the bridge. Actually, I'm actually really curious. If I don't even start building that bridge, can they just take it off the ledge? Because look, this is what I keep saying. We can walk through the water here, ignore the wog poles, because they're not a problem. Seriously? We just toss our Pikmin over there. They should just be able to pick it up, bring it into the water. It's a small enough piece. There's plenty of wall here. I mean, I guess they don't intend for you to chuck your Pikmin up there to walk over there and pick it up. But they can easily come down here and bring it back, but they don't. Instead, they go for the bridge, which is really annoying. The Pikmin that are carrying our spoils seem to be milling about in one place with their loads. It appears that with their path back to the Onion is blocked, even though it isn't. And faced with what seems to be an insurmountable obstacle, they can swim. They have lost their focus. This is unacceptable. I will have to determine what is blocking their way. Nothing. And do what I can to resolve the problem. Walk off the ledge. Which they're about to do, because I called them. This is so stupid. It's a good thing that I actually have a bit of free time to deal with this. Now I think about it, I might want a few reds on that one now. Yeah, I can do that. So I'll just toss all my blues on this. Come on, guys. Don't be lazy. There we go. That'll do it. They can be working on that, and we'll be taking on reds, work on this side of the bridge. Now we're going to go to the opposite side and take care of the other piece. As I said again, if you haven't taken down the wall, we'll probably be using the the yellow Pikmin bombing strat anyway, because it's faster than having a bunch of blues whacking the wall for a bit. There we go. Awesome. And a couple on there. That's more than a couple. 36. I think that'll do. There's a lot more bulb orbs in this level. A bit scary. You can see that because the days have passed, we've got more enemies in the way. Thankfully, there's no big bulb orb here, so our pathway's clear. Just take care of the baby. Also, our Pikmin up here. Remember, there is no wall now. We've blown that up as well. So, again, if you have... That's another thing. If you're going to blow open the wall in the water with yellow Pikmin with rocks, you might as well just use them on that wall up there as well, because it'll be a lot quicker than trying to bash it down. Because it's a dark stick wall, and it's going to take a bit. Let's call our Pikmin back. And welcome to the Armoured Cannon Beetle. Chuck Pikmin while it's inhaling. Pull him back, make your way around its back, and toss him up his bottom. When he's smoking like this, that's just him overloading. It's not actually hot. Any Pikmin can hit him, but red Pikmin have the capacity to one-cycle him. Call them all back before he lands on his back so they don't void out on the Wii version. And we have access to our radiation canopy. This turns the harsh radiation of deep space into soft infrared rays that are easy on the body. I'll sleep like a baby once I get this back to the ship. And considering it stops cosmic radiation, kinda necessary. Also, bit of a trick. You can actually just keep this guy busy with, like, a couple of Pikmin, while the rest of them, take the piece away. Because as long as he doesn't shoot a rock that can just instantly crush Pikmin, you are good. So, bit of a strategy for you right there, but I can easily one-shot him with the Pikmin that need to take the piece back. So it's not a problem. And we're almost done now, because if we didn't have to build these bridges, which one bridge is already built, we would already be done. So, yeah, taking my time and showing why this is really stupid. Actually kind of worth. So, why is there a red stuck there? Go take care of these babies, I guess. Not much else to do at the moment, we're just kind of waiting. Nice. Nice. And there we are. Almost done. Radiation canopy. I'll have to inspect it later to make sure it hasn't cracked. I'll be in for even more trouble if I have any radiation leaks. You know, considering that he can just seem to repair a lot of his ship pieces with dirt, they're either incredibly sturdy and they don't get damaged much at all upon entry, although the ship itself broke into pieces. The pieces themselves don't seem to be damaged much. It's a bit weird. Like, the quality of these pieces is highly sus. Not attached to the ship's chassis properly. But, yeah, they're fine. And we only need only 14 for the ship's capabilities, and the bridge is now built. So, swarm. Why not? And ironically enough, we don't even need the reds to... Oh god, don't follow me, please. Ironically enough, we don't actually need the blues to take this piece back now. We could just have the reds do it. But it's the Sagittarius. I did not actually read that. I found my Sagittarius. My son gave this to me as a present. It brings to mind visions of my son back home on planet Hokotate. Oh, to be back there right now. We'll swarm it. We still have some Pikmin, so that's fine. We can get some food for the blues. And as I mentioned already, we don't really need any for the reds. So, we will deal. Okay, I tossed that red to the red pellet, not to the baby that was being picked up. Bit of shenanigans, that. Got that. Wait, I had a F? Wait, now I have 100 in my... No, wait, no I don't. What? When did I lose a Pikmin? Did it get devoured and I didn't notice? Or did it void out and I didn't notice? Huh. A bit weird. Anyways, we have the last piece of the Forest of Hope. Aha! The Sagittarius. This was a gift from my son. He must be very worried about me. We got 2 family heirlooms, apparently. I have now recovered 16 out of 30 parts. If I can just find 13 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Moo! Moo! Why is there just one pellet posy here? Get that. It changed to red when he smacked it. That's rude. Okay, that's a yellow. You know what? Oh, I can't. Still can't take it out because it hasn't got back in the onion yet. There we are. And look at that. We've basically done everything. Plus a little bit extra. And we're only at half the day. We don't really need to do anything else. Why did you just red sit there? So yeah, we can just get food. Or we can just end the day. Why would I do that? So I need to get all the way over there in order to get that plant. I don't really need to be... It's actually kind of stupid to fight the big ones. I don't really need any extra Pikmin. This could be a short day, honestly. That's just how efficient I be. I'm just going to bump my blue numbers a little bit more. Because at one point we will need a whole army of blues. Oh, there's a flip beetle. Hello. You know what? We'll go for you. We've got time. We've got time to chill. As I said, if we didn't have any additional time, we would have been just spending that time knocking down some walls. We were just too efficient early game. Especially with what we had. Really? Only the one? Okay. Yeah, the flint beetle got away. It would have been nice if we could have hit him a little bit more. I'm missing a Pikmin. What? Excuse me? I'm down a Pikmin. Oh! Right. The yellow. Bloody moron. Okay, so it's a bit weird now because it's like, even during practice I was kind of struggling to figure out what I wanted to do for the rest of this day. I could end it and make it a short one, or I could build up Pikmin numbers just a tad bit more. But to be fair, if I was going to do that, like, I would have to focus on the babies, but all the easy babies are kind of dead now, and it is best to not fight the big ones, especially since, you know, on the Wii version, you have Void out. So, I might just decide not to, but then again, I can get to anywhere that there's, an enemy up here still. No, don't do that. Don't do that, I'm trying to get the wisp. Yeah, I've got the wisp. What I'm thinking of is that I could probably get some nectar. I'm going to go on a nectar hunt. If I get some nectar, that's just easy, it's just easy powering up. Like, why would I not take that? There we are, that'll do. Babies I could take care of. There is some nectar down this way, so that'll be fine. Yeah, we'll just spend the rest of the day getting some nectar to try and power up our Pikmin. Yeah, let the yellow have something. I feel bad. It's just a little pinch for the yellows. Watch this dude drop a yellow pellet. Okay, he didn't. Yeah, I'm also noticing that the game isn't dropping a lot of certain items. I actually have more blues than reds. No, I don't, because I have more out on my team. So yeah, I guess it's a good time to talk about why I wanted to redo this game in particular, even though I still have Pikmin 2 Kaizo to return to. Pikmin 2 in itself was a slog. Well, the thing, as I mentioned before with Pikmin 1, is that it's super replayable. You can play it over and over again and, like, get better, and I think this playthrough shows that, because it's like, we're on day 7, we're already halfway through, and even though I'm kind of like lollygagging right now, just building up Pikmin, trying to get nectar, and not do big fights to not have stupid voiding out losses and then needing to recoup those losses. I'm just building up my Pikmin ever so slowly with choice food, because I've already been efficient enough. This level's done. And I already powered up by clearing out the impact site in the last episode. There's literally no need for me to be so careful at the moment, but I can. And even though I've been a lot better, both playthroughs still have a lot of worth, because you can just do better. You learn tricks. You have better AI, or you just have better reach. You can do stuff that you couldn't normally do. I mean, it's like I replay Pikmin 3 more than Pikmin 2 these days, because Pikmin 2 is just too long. But even with Pikmin 3, especially with the demo that came out on Switch, like, I really got my route down. But it's not as replayable, in my opinion. I don't know. Pikmin 1 just has like that kind of arcadey feel that's just much more easier to plan for. And even then, obviously, you've seen things don't go exactly to plan, but you can adapt. You can go for backup plans, and I just find that really cool. Have a wisp gonna show up around him again. That would be nice. No, that wisp is not going to show up again. Fair enough. Guess I'm not getting any more nectar today, but I really wanted to focus trying to get nectar for the blues, but I was hoping that wisp would have shown up. Oh well. And again, I didn't get any of the nectar, like, last episode, even though there were so many puddles, because I actually managed to just clear out literally everything in the level. But if I wasn't lollygagging at the start, I probably would have been alright, but again, you live and learn. And I think that was fine enough to continue, because it just shows I'm not perfect. Especially with that Wollywoggan bread bug. And speaking of that Wollywoggan bread bug, we're going to be going back into the forest navel in the next episode. So I'm actually going to pause and just go to sunset now, because there's nothing else I can do. Have all my Pikmin with me. And that's an episode done. Kind of a chill last 5 minutes of that day, but it's fine. So I'm just going to skip the ending as well. And go straight to Blast Off. Because you couldn't do that in the GameCube version. 7 days since impact. There are now only 14 parts that I still need to retrieve. Will I be able to recover the remaining parts in 23 more days? I would say so. Surely there are some parts that are not absolutely necessary. If my ship is not complete by day 30, the only way I will find out is if I try to lift off. I mean, if you don't, you're going to die of suffocation because your systems are going to fail, so you won't have a choice. I just recalled the day I took my son for a ride in this spaceship. He was so happy. I shall tell him of this journey when I return, and I shall return. I must. I can already see the look of wonder on his precious face to describe my adventures with the Pikmin. How fitting that we got the Sagittarius in this episode. Only lost 1 in battle, but that's fine. We now almost have 200 reds, which is pretty much close to what I want. And blues, that's a serviceable number as well. We even gave a couple to the yellows, because I'm not going to exclude them. So, even though it was only a couple. But with that, it's back to the forest navel, and we'll finish that off, and then it's just marathoning the new location of the distant spring afterwards. See you guys then.